Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the weekly comic book roundup. We've got a decently sized DC haul, about probably the size of both last week's and the previous week's combined. So let's kick things off with Nightwing number 122. Where we left off in Nightwing, Bloodhaven had received funding from a company called Sphere Solutions, largely, and Sphere Solutions was wanting to test out its anti-meta weaponry by arming Bloodhaven PD with it. Of course, this is while Nightwing is trying to mitigate problems with the with Bloodhaven's various gangs, and the CEO of Sphere Solutions manages to made another large campaign contribution to the re-election of Mayor Grayson Lynn, Dick Grayson's sister, and the Bloodhaven PD is testing out Sphere Solutions weapons, and gang violence has actually kind of gone up, despite Nightwing's attempts at basically at kind of keeping things a bit cooled off. And Nightwing but Nightwing has also discovered that the CEO of Sphere Solutions is someone he has met previously. So the issue opens with a clean cutter extortion racket being taken down, a retaliation effort by the Blockbuster gang being repelled, and three busts on Flyboy's drug labs, taking $30,000 worth of product off the streets. And Commissioner Maggie Sawyer is telling Mayor Grayson Lynn all this, as well as Nightwing. Nightwing, however, is convinced that the CEO of Sphere Solutions is behind the uptick in gang violence, and Maggie is actually a little bit pissed off at Nightwing for having assaulted an officer, though Nightwing points out that the group of officers killed a kid and did it in front of Nightwing, but he he tries to explain that the CEO of Sphere Solutions, Olivia Pierce, is have a past as a costume villain. Back when Robin was Batman's sidekick, the two of them encountered the Cirque du Sin. They split up, and Batman and Robin had to take on trapeze artist who referred to herself as Columbina. while Batman did the rest of the crew. But everything with Columbia, well, it's not. While Batman's having to fight his way through the other members of the circus, Columbia is actually trying to recruit Robin. And the leader of the Circus Sin appears in front of Robin. Later, Batman comes to him and he figures that Columbia must have dosed him with a hallucinogen. Columbia watched as the rest of the Circus Sin was arrested, but apparently she got away. And Maggie Sawyer is not. Maggie Sawyer isn't isn't going for his evidence. You know, if it's if he has hard evidence, she'll look into it. But otherwise, nah. Which is standard operating procedure. And we get a bit of a schism between Dick and his sister as well. But an explosion, as the three of them talk. Police headquarters. Nightwing goes after the bomber, and it turns out to be one of the Flyboys. Dick goes to what once was Titan's Tower, and engages in some near Batman level brooding. Babs tries to help him, explaining that he's trying something new, and it must take a minute to catch on, or it might take a minute to catch on. None of them are used to one of the masks actually trying to help them. And Dick does point out that none of the communicators he gave everyone have been gone off. But the issue ends with one of them going off, or at least a member of the Flyboys activating the communicator and saying that they're trying to kill us all. Ominous. Interesting ending. Yeah. It's still Dan Waters has a high bar, has big shoes to fill, and I will give him the fact that he's clearly trying, but and I'm not gonna give up on the book. Even at its worst, it's still an interesting read. So, moving on to our last book for the moment, we've got Titans number 15. Is that right? 19. Titans number 19. Where we left off, Deathstroke was putting together a new crime syndicate, and trying and recruiting through manipulative means. In fact, he engineered a fight between the Titans and Shimmer and Mammoth in order to make Shimmer and Mammoth ideally recruitable to his crime syndicate. He's calling it a crime syndicate. But so, anyways, the issue opens with Killer Frost, seemingly who is now seemingly reformed, and in fact a literal card-carrying member of the Justice League. But she's having issues. She feels that no one actually, sees her as a hero, and she's a low priority member of the league. Calls for a boom tube, but it's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a little bit. She feels that Batman probably doesn't have to wait on a boom tube. In the a few days later, in the satellite, she's walking by the Phantom Zone lockup, and she runs into question. She didn't realize she's by there, and she was looking for the gym and got turned around. It's a big place, But she overhears various comments from various members of the league. They don't seem to be about her, but she sees them as being about her. And there's little things happen, like when she's at the snack bar on the satellite. She's wanting to get some butterbrickle ice cream, and apparently they just ran out. It's just little things. And so she on Earth was a snowstorm. It's hit New York, and Dick, Roy, and Donna are talking about Raven, and Roy's kind of the opinion that maybe she should be benched for the moment because she's emotionally unstable. So he interrupts this, what he's saying, to like the marksman he is, throw the nose, eyes, and smile on a snowman. But as he's talking about Raven shows up. Apparently she came out for some fresh air. And he does try to make things up, or to apologize. But, and Dick also has gives some advice, so it's not entirely solicited, and it continues the thread of Donna kind of feeling like maybe Dick is wanting to be leader of the league without being leader of the Titans without being leader of the Titans. But apparently Cyborg's in his lab, has been in his lab the entire time that Titans have been in their new base in New York. And it seems he's working on a body for an AI. But the League lets the Titans know that, hey, there's a problem that's probably heading your way. You should take care of it. They're being rather bossy about it. That problem is Killer Frost. And Beast Boy says that points out, isn't she one of the good guys now? But She says, once a villain, always a villain. Isn't that how all of them see her? How everyone sees her? Just like how everyone always sees the Teen Titans as the teen sidekick team. Beast Boy tries to counter that, but and Killer Frost simply says, she understands her place now. It's not as Waller's puppet, not a leaguer in name only. She's supposed to be the villain, right? And so she's going to bring the whole city down. But Raven and Starfire work together to stop her, but Killer Frost kind of has them outclassed. However, not Raven's soul self. And Raven's soul self is able to take down Killer Frost, and Batman comes along to take her to custody. And Donna wants to maybe not put Killer Frost in the Phantom Zone, but and sure, they are leaguers, and they get a vote on whether or not to do that. They are the deciding vote, and of course, as I mentioned, Deathstroke was recruiting through manipulation. And it turns out that he's got help in his manipulations. Turns out that he hired Psycho Pirate to help with the recruiting of Killer Frost, and he now has another target for him, Raven. And that is where the issue ends. It's going to be interesting to see who all gets recruited into Slade's Syndicate. So far, it's definitely an interesting lineup. Slade, Clock King, Killer Frost, I believe Mammoth, as Shimmer is being held by the Titans. Psycho Pirate, and presumably as well Killer Frost, somewhere at some point down the line. But anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.